Hey guys, Hone Houdini Ty here, helping you escape your 9 to 5. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about appreciation slash speculation versus cash flow investing. All right, so there's been a lot of talk about how the prices of cryptocurrencies have been going up. And this is what happens, right? You're here. It started off here, let's say this was back in 2010. And then it went boom all the way up. And then just recently we had a little dip, and it's coming back up. And for those who bought in at any point here, it has been a fantastic ride for you, and that's great. I am happy that you're making money. This also occurred in real estate. This happened, boom. This happened in 2008. It went boom. It dropped down, and then this is 2009, 10, 11, and now it's starting to creep back up. So this appreciation speculation play, this happens in a lot of different markets. And the thing is, people, when they buy stuff, they think that they're just like, that's them, like they did that. But the thing is, you did it, right? The market is just doing this. Now you are part of the market because you bought into it, and so you caused some of the appreciation and all that. You caused all that. So yes, you have some effect, but really you have no effect, because if you had an effect on this, that means you also caused it to crash. But you're like, no, I didn't cause it to crash, right? And you didn't cause it to grow either. So that's why it's called speculation. This is currently happening in cryptocurrency. It happens in real estate. It happens in the stock market. It's doing that. It's all over the place, right? And people think that this is actually investing. But the problem is it's not. This is just guessing. This is crystal balling, because what's going to happen after this? You don't know. People are like, oh, no, it's going to keep on going up. The thing is, maybe not. Maybe it might go down. So it's just a guess. That's why I don't really call it investing. I call it speculating, because you're just guessing. And there's nothing wrong with that, other than you have no control over what's going on. Now, you can put like stop loss limits and all that kind of stuff, but again, you're not controlling what's happening. You're just like, if it dips below a certain number, then the computer will automatically sell your shares or your Bitcoins or whatever it is, right? So that you have this called a stop loss. Now, people look at that as like, okay, that's my catch-all or whatever. That's why it's safe. But again, you still have no control over it. It's just having a stop loss isn't enough in terms of making this from speculation into an investment. It's still a speculation. It's a speculation with a stop loss. Now let's go into real estate. So I'm gonna pull this forward a little bit so you guys can see this a little better. So check this out. I always use this example because it's real. Because these are my bread and butter. You got a property, and $1,200 a month comes in for rent. And you could have acquired that property in a number of different ways. Now, I just posted something about using hard money. You can use hard money. You can also use private money. You can use seller finance subject to da-da-da-da. There's so many different strategies that allow you to buy this property that will yield $1,200 a month. Now, of that $1,200, I broke it up into a couple of different things. First thing is expenses, $300. That goes to utilities, taxes, insurance, vacancy management, maintenance, all that kind of stuff. So I just put $300 just as a catch-all. Now, here I put $400 goes to the investor. The investor, whether it's the seller finance, whether it's the bank, whether it's the hard money, whether whoever it is that has given you the money, the private money, whoever gave you the money to do that, you're paying them $400 a month. Now, that could be interest only. That could be principal and interest. That could be whatever you negotiate. Don't get stuck on the numbers. Just get stuck on the philosophy. So they get $400 a month, and that's what they agreed on. That's what they're happy with. That's why they gave you the money. They signed on because $400 a month to lend you the money for this property is all they wanted. So you're good with that. So what's left over after the $1,200 is $500 in cash flow. So now I have this cash flow coming in. Here's the part that's interesting. I never mentioned what the price was, right? This price here, I never mentioned what that price was. All I said is you have this building that brings in this much money and you pay out that much to the investor. Whatever it needs to be, whatever the price needs to be so that you can pay out the $400 a month to the investor and get all this happening, then that's what it needs to be. So once you buy the property though, say you bought it here at say $70,000 and it brought in $1,200 a month. And then the real estate market crashed in terms of values, right? And it crashed to here. And so instead of $70,000, now it's worth $40,000. But it's still bringing in the same $1,200 a month, and you're still paying your investor the same $400 a month. So the real question is, does it matter? Does it matter what the price or the value is of the property if it's still bringing in $1,200 a month and producing and paying off all the people? So that's the thing about cash flow investing. It's that you're not worried about what the market's doing in this sense. Now, there's a deeper conversation, like you're worried that if the market crashes, companies close, job layoffs are high and all that kind of stuff, then people can't pay you. So then what can you do? What are your options? Maybe you can do like Section 8, guaranteed rent. There's other programs as well that exist. So, and then maybe you only rent out to people who have great jobs. Like, that's pretty steady, like, I don't know, nurse, something that is always there, that the likelihood of them getting fired is low, because the hospital who hires the people, they're in good shape. They're probably, even during economic downturn, they're not doing layoffs. So just consider those things as you're renting out your place. Or maybe this is a destination spot, it's an Airbnb, and people are still traveling, even when the economy's down. Maybe not as many people, but they're still doing it. So notice the price was never mentioned in this, so it doesn't matter what the value is. So you're still getting the cash flow. That's why it's called investing. I've invested somebody else's money into this deal, and they're getting the return they want, and I'm getting the return I want. So that's the big difference. Don't get caught up too much by speculation, because that's still a gamble. Now, it's a fun gamble when you're winning, of course. I'm happy for everybody who's made money in all of the different cryptocurrencies and also in real estate, because this could occur too. You're like, if you're doing a flip, you're hoping that you can flip the property when it's high. Or also when you're buying in a bad neighborhood and you're like waiting a couple years and you're like, okay, I know when I invest in this neighborhood, it's going to pop. It may or may not, right? That's still speculation. It could be real estate, it could be stocks, it could be cryptocurrency. I'm not saying that cryptocurrency is the only speculation play. They're all speculations if that's how you do it. But if you can extract money all of the time, that's where I find that it's an investment. Also, there's different strategies, right? So what if I can't rent it out for that? Maybe I lower the price. And so maybe not 500, but maybe I make 400. Maybe I make 300, whatever. So that's one. Maybe I want to sell it and the price is high, so then I can sell it. That's another option I have. If I can't sell it right off the bat just like that, maybe I'll do a lease option. Maybe I'll do a seller finance deal and I'll sell it to a different investor. So I have different exit strategies. When you're in this, you don't. You have like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. That's your only strategy. And I don't find that to be a really good strategy. Here, I have multiple exit strategies, which makes me feel more comfortable. So that's the big difference. Hopefully this really sunk in, that you need to have multiple exit strategies and more control, because that makes it an investment versus a speculation. Not saying that speculation is bad, just know what it is. That's all. All right, y'all. No meetings this week, but I will try to produce more videos and all that good stuff so that you guys continue to learn until we have our meetings again, starting 2018. Tuesdays in Philly and Thursdays in Langhorne. Yeah, so thanks for all you guys. I see all you guys on there on this video. I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a video tomorrow. All right, peace. Oh, come on, and here we go.